Good. Are we afternoon? Almost afternoon, but check this out. I got things to do, and I want you guys to know about all those things to do, and you're going to find out right now with these guys. But first, we got to get it started, and it goes like this. All right, guys, just like always, I am always on the scene, and I love talking about things, and I love doing things in our community, and this is one of them that we need to talk to you about. Without further ado, tell everybody who you are and what makes you famous.
We are legends in our own minds.
Our
Yes,
cats think we're famous.
we're very famous. I'm Roman, this is Cilette, and collectively we're known as Gypsy Soul.
I'm going to write this right here on the thing so everybody could see that Gypsy Soul. I like that. I want to be like this. Boop. Yes.
That's us.
Yes, that's you guys. So tell everybody kind of what's going on first, and then we were going to find out more about you guys and what you're doing in good old Prescottonian lifestyle.
Well, a little bit about us. We've been together touring for 25 years, if you can believe it, until, things changed. And then we started to do other performances. We started doing live streams. So Roman and I got together in Scotland. We met in Scotland 32 years ago, if you can believe it.
We just
of all places to go ahead and find somebody.
We fell in love and we got married. And we just celebrated our 31st
wedding anniversary.
31st?
So
I'm like, whoa, what about a fast forward? I'm like, there is so much in between
so much in between.
We only got 15 minutes to go ahead and discuss this.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, but I want to stay here forever and find out. I'm going to squirrel. I am such a squirrel, but okay, so there was this one guy, he was like traveling on a boat, and then all of a sudden he was like, hey, what's up, girl? And he's still traveling down the boat.
I have a guitar.
And guess what happens? He goes into this bar and he sees a girl.
Oh my God.
And then boom, they get married. Like all this stuff started. Well, anyways, I know this is probably your guys' story. So let's go.
That is
almost
uncannily similar.
But different.
Oh my God. And
I
I actually feel as if this is going to be the best interview I've ever had in my life. And we're not even going to get to the actual why they're here.
Why are we here?
We haven't even had coffee yet.
No, we haven't had
the energy is very, very deep here. I love it.
We spent a lifetime looking for each other, basically both as a romantic partner and as a musical partner. We had been in different bands. Roman was signed to the biggest deal that A&M Records ever signed in England with his band, and things were going swimmingly well until
and then they weren't,
and they decided to drop a bunch of bands.
It was a merger and they dropped everybody. So
my gosh,
all the new bands were right in the middle of recording our record. But anyway, that's ancient history.
But it brought us together. These disappointing things.
It was like
happened.
peanut butter and jelly.
I got divorced from my French husband. At the time, I had been living in Paris, and we moved to Scotland. And I think his family knew that I needed to be in Scotland because I needed to know Roman.
She was like, you know what? I messed up on this country loving. I'm going to switch countries.
I'm going to switch countries. I'm going to find the love of my life.
When you actually say it out loud, it
sounds crazy.
It sounds like a crazy story.
It is a crazy story.
It's a crazy story.
I think it's a crazy story. Yeah. But at the same time, I think it's pretty awesome because ultimately you get 31 years?
31 years.
And that's like 3,000 years in musician years.
Yeah.
If you actually do the calculation.
He says it's a life sentence without parole.
I'm like,
romantic.
She got me. Hey, sometimes that actually does. It's actually an effective tool when you say it's prison. You're like, I don't get out of this.
Oh no,
it's life sentence.
There is no leaving.
And it's a good thing. Some commitment there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the commitment goes farther than just finding true love. Obviously, you guys are musicians, so you found the love, you found the experience, or you had the experience, and then you combined it together. Tell a little bit about your style of music.
Our style of music, probably the best description would be roots rock. We incorporate a lot of different styles. There's a lot of blues influence in there, folk rock influence, not rap. We talked about this before.
I'm like, can you guys rap? Because we're going to
we
get
can't
started right now.
This is about as much rapping as I do. And it's just talking.
Just talking.
So yeah, that would be the sound. I mean, it's basically just Cilette and I. I play guitar. Cilette has, truly an amazing voice. I mean, I'm not just saying that just because, I've been married to her for 31 years. Any critique of her has always been like, this is like, 1 in a million, when you read about it. So, we're like this on stage. So if you like this, we have fun. And we try to...
We are no different than we are in person than we are on stage. Because
so
it's been our life. It's an open book. It's an
our
open
life
diary.
is an open book. Well, not all of it.
But we've written 15 records, produced 15 records in 25 years of Gypsy Soul. I mean, we got married 31 years ago, but we were finding our feet. We were writing. Our writing style changed. We started a trio with Roman's brother, and he's a pianist. And so he'd give me these like 20-minute songs and like, make a pop song, sister. And I'm like, okay. So we didn't gel as much as Roman and I did.
Can you put a little bit of organ in that?
Sure. B3. Yeah. So we've just been exceedingly fortunate. We've got to do what we love for the last quarter century. And
amazing,
we can do it
actually.
Together.
And it's because of fans supporting us.
We are totally
fan funded. We've had record deals, we've had licensing deals around the world, but ultimately we wanted to make our own decisions about how we wanted to perform, what we wanted to perform, what we wanted to say, what we didn't want to say, and how we wanted to look, which if you go into the machine, that is not something you can do. Yeah. So, we've been independent before independent was a thing.
Yeah. Well, this is a cool thing for Prescott, because obviously now you guys are residing here.
Yeah.
Tell a little bit how you found Prescott in whole.
It
actually brings us to the segue.
What's happening here?
We toured here maybe for about 20 years. Tom Agostino with the Folk Sessions had brought us in, and we've done almost every theater here, a lot of different theaters, did all the morning shows and stuff. But we'd only come in for like a day or two. Maybe a morning, and we'd look around and go, God, this place is pretty cool.
Really cool.
Then we'd perform and we'd leave to the next, Phoenix show or Scottsdale or whatever. But it stuck with us. There was some kind of magic about the people that were so kind and so warm, great community feel. And we've always lived in mountain towns, when we weren't in big cities, but, we chose to live in mountain towns. So when we were deciding that we had our time with Oregon and we were done with Oregon, we looked at Idaho, we looked in Vancouver,
Colorado.
BC, where I'm from, we looked in Colorado, and Prescott just was like magic.
There was nothing like it.
Magic.
I'm telling you what, if I had $1 for every time I heard that, I'm just like, dude, there's so many people, they show up here. They're like, I feel so happy. I feel so exciting. And then my joke is always like, because you're breathing fresh air.
The cleanest air in the country.
Air is intoxicating.
Oxygen is a very big deal.
Yeah, it really is.
It really is.
And here,
anywhere in the world, obviously, but this is the place.
It's so pure here, and the weather's gorgeous, and the people are kind. We've just had amazing experiences. We've only been here maybe 15, 16 months. So.
Wow. So I actually have a thing that we pulled off of one of your PRs. Their music stirs the soul and moves the spirit. People magazine. Okay, so this is kind of a big deal for Prescott, Arizona, because you guys are going to be performing. You have 2 sessions. One is already sold out. The next one is going to be at what time?
7 p.m.
Okay, so 7 p.m.
This is
Saturday the 17th.
At the Elks Theater. This is what's going to be going down. The tickets are only $30.
Yep.
$30 in order for you guys to go ahead and do your thing. This is a very awesome tribute to Prescott, and you guys are here now going to be creating all these extra memories on top of the 31 years of you first meeting her floating down the river on the boat.
Down the river
with the guitar.
With the guitar.
I can only imagine how he was standing there with his leg up, just like, just like.
Hey, lassie. Hey, little lassie.
Wearing a skirt.
And then you're over there tilling the fields, and then he goes, "That's her." And then all of a sudden he was like, "Stop the boat!" And the boat don't stop. And the next thing you know, you guys find yourself.
I'm gonna marry that woman.
I tell you,
that wee lassie
standing in a kilt.
You can do your Scottish accent.
Aye.
Oh, aye.
I know exactly what I was thinking about when I saw her.
Yeah.
That's my wee lassie there.
That is your wee
that's
lassie.
mine. That's
Yeah,
mine. That's
yeah.
mine. Nobody else can have her.
Yeah.
This is so cool. The best thing about having this kind of music lifestyle here, let's talk about how oh my gosh. I'm so sorry, Tom, right?
Tom
Yes,
Agostino,
Tom
sure,
Agostino.
yeah.
Tom Agostino.
Yeah.
He does a lot of crazy things. He does folk
Folk sessions.
folk sessions.
He had a
Yeah.
radio show
Yeah.
for a lot of years here. I think 19 years or
Yep.
something.
And he does some pretty amazing things, and he brings some great musicians into
Yes, he
town
does.
to go ahead and actually captivate the styles of music in general. And to have you guys on this, what is your next adventure after this weekend?
We're playing the Higley Center on February 14th.
That's not in Prescott.
in
That's
Gilbert.
in Gilbert, Arizona.
It's down in the valley.
But basically, we are building our base, and we're going to be writing more. We're expanding our studio. I'm also a jeweler, and so I've gotten a couple galleries.
She just got
So,
into a great gallery
I just
in
got to a
Sedona.
great gallery in Sedona, so I'm really excited about that. So basically, it's changing the mindset where for 25 years we made our living on the road. We were gone at least 6 months out of every year on the road.
Oh, yeah.
And then, when things changed, we got 2 kitties, and now we don't want to leave. We never want to
We
leave.
have the best
they're,
2
they're
cats
the
ever.
best
Oh my
kitties in the
God.
world, and we
I
love
actually
them so
just see a
much.
video of you guys trying to walk the cat. I was like, first of all, I have never seen that before.
Oh.
Second of all, that cat had the exact same feelings I had this morning, but I had to get outside. He was like, no, I'm going back.
No,
That's
I'm
it.
going back.
It's-
Even with her little jacket on, she thinks she's really tough.
She's got a little SWAT jacket.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
we call
so
it.
funny, but she was too cold. But yeah, so we're doing everything we can to actually sort of bolster our life at home, make our studios more. What's the word? You're remodeling, basically.
I'm remodeling the downstairs so I can actually have a setup like this for the live streams where I don't have to take things down and move things around and jockeying
Yeah.
things around. Just have it set up and have it a little bit more soundproof so, I can record whenever I want to record.
So
Well, that's actually a really cool thing. Our studio is not too much, but at the same time, it's actually good enough for what we like to do.
Yeah.
And we've had a lot of amazing people sit in these chairs right here,
Aw.
all the way from the mayor of the Prescott Valley, Chino Valley, and all the way to, musicians just like you guys. You guys are really, honestly, a gift to Prescott. And I think that's amazing. And I think that
Thank
you
you.
guys
Well,
should
thank you.
support this.
Thank you so
And
much.
in regards to that, I'm going to go ahead and actually end the vlog with a song that you guys are putting together. It was on your page, so hopefully
Okay.
it still stays. Well, let me make sure.
Okay.
Is it all right if I
Yeah,
put this one?
that's absolutely
Okay.
great.
So we'll go ahead and end this one with a song tribute to you guys. Hopefully I don't get shut down with copyright or
Nah.
No, you won't.
infringement. And we'll be just fine with that. But once again, tell everybody where you're going to be this weekend, how much are tickets, and where can they find you?
Okay, so the best place to find us is gypsysoul.com, and that's gypsysoul.com. And the tickets are
.com.
$30, and we're playing in the Elks Ballroom,
On Saturday,
the Crystal Ballroom.
Saturday,
Mhm.
December 17th at 3:00 is sold out, but there's still a show
At
at 7 p.m.
Which is a good time because that's a fun time.
It's fun
And
time.
it's not all Christmas music. It's a
Yes.
lot of Christmas music, but we also do mashups. So if you take God Rest You Merry Gentlemen, there's going to be a pop song
That you'll know.
that you'll recognize sort of embedded in the song. And we just
And you'll
like to
go,
have
wait a
fun with
minute,
it."
isn't that? And you'll go, yeah, it is.
That's it. That's
That's
what
the
we're
one.
talking about.
Yeah.
So ultimately, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this show because I feel like you guys should probably listen to what her voice sounds like and obviously the talent that these guys are putting together for you guys and for your liking. So make sure you go follow them, like them, and when you see them, make sure you also say that you saw it here on the Prescott Times. With that being said, I'm out of here. I got things to do. You guys got things to do. And thank you once again to see Martine on the scene. And with that,
Thank you.
let me go ahead and just let me go ahead and just put this up real quick because that's how I like to do it. Go like this, goes like this, and we'll full screen that, and then we'll press play.
Oh, night divine, when Christ was born. Oh, night divine. Oh, was born.